My name is Jigmesh Tarsandari. My student ID is EMB80880. Today, we are going to present our report on the topic Adoption of IFRS, a critical review. We have three members in our group, and I'm here to describe about the relevance of positive accounting theory. A positive accounting theory is a specific theory within a positive theory, which is a branch of accounting theorizing that brings use of positives and scientific method for research. That is concerned with the prediction that determines which of the firm will use and which will not use an accounting practice, but does not prescribe the particular action. The main intention of PAT is to understand and predict the choice of the accounting policies across differing firms, and also recognize that economic consequences exist. The main intention of PAT is to understand and predict the choice of the accounting policies across differing firms, and also recognize that the economic consequences exist. The positive accounting theory has three hypotheses, where its prediction are managed. Bonus plan hypothesis. The bonus plan hypothesis illustrate that the managers of the firm with bonus plans are more likely to choose accounting procedure that shifts the reported earning from upcoming periods to current period in order to increase their bonus for current year. So another is debt equity hypothesis. Debt to equity hypothesis predicts that the closer a firm is to violating accounting based debt covenant, the more likely the firm's manager is to select accounting procedure that shift reported earning from future period to current period. The management will minimize its constraint in running the company, and the company will less likely to violate debt agreement by increasing current earning of the company. And the third is the political cost hypothesis. The political cost hypothesis predicts that the managers are more likely to choose the accounting procedure that differs reported earning to face the political cost by the firm. Therefore, for large firms, there is high probability that can increase the political attention and can lead a new tax and regulation, which may help to higher reporting standard. So I'd like to call my another group member. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bishan Moharjan. My student ID is EMB80912. I'm here to discuss on reasons for National Accounting Body adopting IFRS and when it was adopted. Australia adopted International Financial Reporting System IFRS in 2005. One of the reasons for the adoption of IFRS is the cost benefit, as many companies consider IFRS to be cost beneficial. The adoption of this accounting standard was assumed to be lower than the preparation cost. Also, the regulatory body of Australia expected the adoption would significantly increase more capital and reduce the cost of capital. Whereas India adopted the IFRS from April 1st, 2014, globalization was the major reason for the National Accounting Body to adopt IFRS in India, as there were negligible foreign investment and more of the funds were from loans. India faced severe balance of payment of issues. So in order to address this issue, the government reformed the policy to welcome the foreign competition and foreign investment in the country. With the increasing investment trend in India, the demand of the corporate financial reporting system fully harmonized with the one being used worldwide as touted. This led for the adoption of IFRS in India. Traditional issue faced. The traditional changes are likely to impact on firms' actual financial position and performance. The ability to attract finances would be affected. More essentially, IFRS requires the integration between two accounting principle approaches, professional judgment and significant resources. There is cost associated with converting to IFRS for small firms, as small firms find it difficult to spread fixed cost to over more units as compared to large corporations. Challenges faced by reporting entities upon adopting IFRS. The adoption of IFRS results to adoption of more accounting principle theoretical approaches, concepts that are sophisticated. Thus, the impact of IFRS adoption in the information system can become obstruction for companies upon adopting IFRS. Moreover, regulatory bodies face problems to estimate the benefit of new accounting provision adoption over the cost involvement. Benefits of adopting IFRS by reporting entities. The assumption associated with the benefits of adopting IFRS is that The transition will gravitate towards the accounting standard of the highest quality. On the other hand, foreign investors have been investing in foreign companies, buying the control of foreign subsidiaries, forming partnership services to overseas customer, using overseas suppliers and service provider, etc. So I would like to call my last group member, Nikesh.
Hi, my name is Nikesh Kharka. My student ID is GMP80894. I am here to present the remaining parts of our report. It starts like the similarities and differences in the adoption of IFRS faced by the Australia and India. The similarities and differences in the adoption of IFRS faced by the Australia and India are increased in numbers of foreign investors. The adoption of the IFRS provides certainty for the investors as they had to evaluate the financial statements. This harmonization has made comparability between the firms within and outside the country easier. On the other hand, every country has its unique political and social status. Australia has strong political and social status than India. The adoption of IFRS by the firms of Australia can be easily be adopted, whereas it's more complex to the firms in India to adopt the IFRS, as we can see that Australia has fully adopted the IFRS in 2005, whereas India waited till 2040 to fully implement the IFRS in their country. Also, the Australian accounting standard was in line with the IFRS, whereas the Indian accounting standard was not advanced as IFRS. This caused the delay in adoption of IFRS in India. Now, about the successfulness of the IFRS adoption. Based upon our findings, we think that the adoption of IFRS were successful in both the country. It has improved the comparability and benchmarking of the financials of the Indian companies with the global companies, which has improved the accessibility of local company in the global market. Talking about Australia, IFRS adoption has improved firms' consistency in reporting. The quality and comparability of the Australian financial reporting has improved hugely in the decades since local adoption of International Reporting Standard (IFRS), according to a research paper from the Financial Reporting Council (FRC) and Australian Accounting Standard (AASB). Now, the two recommendations to the National Accounting Setting Boards are there should be a proper education and trainings to all the stakeholders that provided for the smooth operation of the IFRS. Moreover, IFRS should be introduced in the curriculum of university and the accounting body which conduct the several workshops, seminars and conference on IFRS. As adopting the IFRS increases the cost for the small business, so there is a need of some exemption to those businesses regarding the reporting system. It will help the small business to adopt the IFRS in their business without any doubt. Now to the conclusion of our report. To conclude, IFRS adoption by the Australia and India appears to have positive outcome for investors and economy as a whole. The positive outcome can be seen through improvements in the value relevance of the financial report. So this ends our reports. Thank you.